Hey there, I wanted to come on just quickly and talk about what whole food plant-based eating means. I was in Kathy Davis's food group this morning, her VegInspired Foodies, and she was doing a fantastic live. I just love Kathy's energy and the way that she explains things, and she makes eating plants more fun. So I would encourage you to go and pop on over into her VegInspired Foodies group and check out that live video from earlier today. So one of the reasons I wanted to come on and talk about this, and now my hair just caught my eye. This is life with naturally curly hair, folks. It's just, it does its own thing sometimes. So a couple of months ago, Mike was in the grocery store and he picked up a magazine on that had plant-based recipes in it. And it was not cheap either. It was like 15 bucks. And he brought it home and I started leafing through it. And most of the recipes in this magazine had cheese in them, and some of them even had meat. I couldn't believe it. So, and what I'm noticing online as well since then, I've been paying a lot closer attention. And when people talk about whole food plant-based meals, you'll find sometimes they've got cheese in them, or they've got shrimp or some other, like just that is not the intention of whole food plant-based eating. So we follow the forks over knives method, for lack of a better word. We started in November 2019 because we watched the documentary called Forks Over Knives. And then we watched The Game Changers, and then we watched What the Health. So if you watch those documentaries, you'll get a really solid grasp of what whole food plant-based eating really means. So it also means to stay away from added oil, which is in most packaged foods. So we really do our best to stay away from packaging. We do still buy things like spaghetti noodles that are gluten-free, macaroni noodles, and a few other things. So things that you you can't get any other way. It'll still maybe come in a bag or a box, but just do your best to read the labels on everything and choose things with minimal ingredients and without extra oil and added sugar and all the bad stuff. So what I wanted to also mention is that the easiest way we transitioned was to choose recipes. And we planned a week in advance and printed out recipes. Kathy Davis has a fantastic cookbook that is easy to follow with really yummy recipes in it. So I'm going to post the link to that when I post this video. And we also follow the Forks Over Knives page and group, and they have a website as well where they have recipes. Monkey and Me Kitchen Adventures is another one that we love their recipes as well. So if you can get on some of these compliant recipes and Facebook pages and get into Kathy's group, her VegInspired Foodies group, all of those places are great spots to get compliant recipes. So basically, it takes away a lot of the confusion and trying to think about, oh, is this compliant? Is that compliant? What can I eat? What should I eliminate? If you're following pages and groups that are already following this way of eating, you won't have to figure that out. It'll just be done for you. And then you can just print off the recipe and grab the ingredients. And it's a way easier way, to start your whole food plant-based way of eating. And you'll find that pretty soon you're, adding extra things into your recipes and making them your own, tweaking them a little bit, but using healthy ingredients. So you'll be able to figure out, oh, hey, this tasted good in that recipe, and now I just want to tweak, my favorite that grandma made, and that I need to switch out some of the ingredients to make it a bit more healthy. You'll figure out how to do that. The more recipes you follow from these places that are compliant, the easier it is to tweak your own favorite recipes. So I just wanted to come on and share those few tidbits, and I hope that you are going to be able to make the live that Kathy and I are doing next week. It's on the 29th of April, and there is an event set up right now in the group. So if you click that you're going, you'll get the reminders for that. We're going to be actually streaming live just into the group itself, not into that event, but we'll post more about that as the day gets closer. And so I'd love to hear your ways of transitioning or what you're finding in the grocery store if you're reading labels, and kind of your experience that you're having when you're starting out on your whole food plant-based journey. And I hope that you'll join us next week when we talk more about this way of eating.